This time I'm going to show you how to connect a microphone directly to an oscilloscope. I'm talking to the microphone and nothing's happening, so we're going to have to go a little bit, we have to use something a little bit different rather than a direct connection. The microphone signal by itself isn't strong enough, so we're going to have to hook the microphone up to a phono preamplifier like this before we hook it up to the microscope. Oops, I'm sorry, I said microscope, but I meant oscilloscope. I'm going to show you these connections piece by piece. Here's the connector from the microphone here. It's a mono mini plug. This is a coupler, and this is a cable to convert from a mono plug to a phono plug. Okay, first I snap these together. The microphone snaps into the connector, the coupler, and then now I'll put the other cable in. And the other end of that cable is the RCA phono plug. Okay, this phono plug goes into the input of one of the channels on the preamp. Okay, I put this end of the cable into the input on the phono preamp. So there, it's into the input on the phono preamp. So now I take a male RCA phono plug that has male connectors on both ends, plug one into the output. So now it's in the output. On the oscilloscope, I have a B and C adapter to a RCA phono plug. So now I'm taking the other end of the cable from the output on the preamp. I'm taking the output from the preamp and taking that cable, the other end of that cable, and plug it in to the adapter on the oscilloscope. Okay, so now the microphone is connected to the input of the phono preamp, and the output of the phono preamp is connected to the oscilloscope. Okay, so now I'm going to talk into the mic. Hello, how are you doing today? Hello? Okay, now I'm going to put the mic up to a disco instrument I have. This microphone's a little bit different. It's a stereo electret microphone. These two mono mini plugs come from the stereo electret microphone. They'll plug into this coupler thing, and then the other end of the coupler, or well, it's an adapter. The other end of the adapter goes into a coupler, and the coupler goes into the mono mini plug that goes into the input of the phono preamplifier. So now I'll just snap them all together in line. So now I've got them all snapped together. The connectors from the stereo electret microphone to the adapter to the coupler, and then to the adapter cable that goes to the input of the phono preamplifier. And the phono preamplifier is connected back to the oscilloscope. Right now the oscilloscope has a straight line. I'm talking to the microphone. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, how are you doing today? I'm fine, thank you very much. So now you can see this microphone is working, and you can see the waveform on the oscilloscope. With this electret microphone connected, I'm going to go ahead and put it up to the disco instrument again. This disco instrument does not have a headphone jack or any kind of line output, so the only way to get the waveform on the oscilloscope is to put the microphone from the oscilloscope up to near the speakers on the instrument. This last microphone has a 1/4 inch plug on the end of its cable. That's the 1/4 inch plug at the end of the microphones. Okay, I've got these cables lined up again. This is the 1/4 inch plug from the microphone. There's an adapter that goes to a mono mini plug. There's a coupler, and there's the mono mini plug that goes to the adapter to the phono plug into the phono preamp input. So now I'm going to snap them together all in line. Okay, everything is all snapped together now. So the microphone with a 1/4 inch plug is now connected to the preamp, which is connected back to the oscilloscope. And as you can see, now the oscilloscope shows a waveform from the microphone. How do you like that? Now I'm going to put this microphone back up to the disco machine for a couple of seconds. And there you have it. 3 different types of microphones connected up to a phono preamplifier and then to the oscilloscope. And that concludes this lesson on connecting 3 main types of microphones to an oscilloscope. The main ingredient is that first you need to connect the microphone to a phono preamplifier, and then the phono preamplifier back to the oscilloscope.